me the light. Thank you. My home.
Tower. Our home in New York. Was I really this close to being home? Going up to our apartment? Would I be home? Or was this just an echo of the real thing? Even then, the murder site had brought me one step closer to escape.
Quick save it. I don't think I have a bucket yet. Nope, no bucket on the ground.
The payphone at the edge of the plaza was ringing again.
Hey, Alan. Thank God he picked up. I thought I lost you again.
Who are you? Why are you helping me?
Did you go deeper? To the overlap?
Are you talking about the murder site? Yeah, I did.
That's fantastic, Alan. We're closer to getting out. We're making progress.
Well, we would be if you would answer my damn questions.
Last time we spoke, you were pretty worried about Alice. Did you ever check Parliament Tower? To make sure she really got out of the dark place?
Well, of course she got out. That's why I'm here. That's the whole goddamn point.
Be very careful, Alan. The dark presence is stealing from you. It can already manifest as your double. Scratch will come.
Wait, hello?
Scratch will what? What will Scratch do? Alice? Honey? Are you here?
Maybe he was a victim. The cult, using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all. Either way, Alice Wake, his ex, she knew things. It was there in her art for all to see. A cry for help. The darkness she'd witnessed. And that put her in danger.
Was Alice here? In the story?
Time to take an elevator ride.
Alan. Alice. What was that? Like a ray of warm light, I felt her presence. It gave me strength to go on.
My spark of light, Alice. I'm coming home, baby. Oh, jeez.
Alice's photo equipment. Set to go off when the door opens.
So Alice in Alan Wake 1, Alice was terrified of the dark. And she's adapted since.
Get out! Leave me alone!
Alice! Alice! Alice.
Pick photos for exhibition posters. Why would you even have this one in the options, Alice?
This is a photo of Scratch. How did Alice get this? Is he stalking her?
That's a pretty photo of her, though.
This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books. This symbol wasn't here before.
Oh.
Alice's video camera. No memory card inside.
Alright, Alice. Video, art doc on screens. Multiple. Focal point of the dark place. Damn, dude, she was taking the dive herself into the dark place once again with Alice Wake. Part 1.
Part 1. What was Alice working on?
Yeah! My wife!
When I was younger, photography was everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a
Fucking
good
Alan.
thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it.
Aww.
I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other. Then Alan hit a block. I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like. I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there. We argued. Things went wrong. And he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly.
No.
Easy for people to think it was my fault. Hell, I do too sometimes. About 6 years ago,
Odds are
I started
up a
hearing
little bit
voices at
tonight,
night.
and they'll be up even more tomorrow night.
typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me.
The light flickering when she mentioned it.
Then it got violent. It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster. He always did have anger in him.
Not that kind of anger, girl.
I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes. Now, when the monster comes, I turn it into art.
Huh.
My nightmares caught on film. And this is the focus of my new exhibition. To show people the world is so much darker than they ever knew. I'm calling this exhibit The Dark Place.
Yeah, you are, girl. Let's go. Hell yeah.
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her. Why?
Went from being scared of the dark to becoming obsessed with it. Oh. The Dark Place, the art of Alice Wake.
I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story. Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Looped me back. I was writing the story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here right now.
Oh, Dragon Boy, what's good? What happened? Daddy Alan, no, what happened? Easy part. Easy part. I repeat. On to the next part.
Some say that it lives forever, this road that I lose you on every time. Some say that it lives
Let's go.
forever.
We just heard this song, so we can skip it. Does it quite literally loops forever? Saga!
Okay, let's recap what you've told us so far, Alan. For the past 13 years, you've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place. It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Yeah.
But so has your evil doppelganger. Mr. Scratch? Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable. He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image, as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
My
During
favorite
Doomfist,
nightmare, let's
which
go!
is scheduled to take place in a couple of days. You got out of the Dark Place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people,
Yeah.
making them crazy, bringing the Dark Place to Bright Falls.
Yes, fiction coming in contact with the dark place can change reality. The story is coming true, soaking into everything like darkness when night falls. But last time it...
This will be back in 2010.
Yes, last time it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free. Based on that, there's still time.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker. Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker, I can send him back to the dark place, make all this shit go away. Look, I know it's batshit crazy. My memory is full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust. It's like a half-forgotten dream.
It's gonna be okay, buddy. Dear Fast! Don't be scared.
Mr. Wake. Alan. We've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours. What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you. Or a vision of you in the dark place. I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow. With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you. We are all in danger.
Alright, Saga, I would love to continue your adventure, but...
It's insane. And there's so much of it.
Okay, so while Saga, Alex Casey, and Alan Wake are all sitting around discussing where Alan Wake has been for 13 years and what's going on, and my girl here, can we not look in this puddle? Am I not allowed to puddle dive yet? Maybe I have to talk to Alan first.
Have you ever heard of the cult of the tree?
Creepy bunch. In the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness, possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
The cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
If the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch. I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan, if I'm gonna act on this information, you need to be honest with me.
Yeah, of course.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something?
Alan, you better not be hiding anything from me. I'm gonna profile you so hard.
Wake said the cult has the clicker. How does he know?
The writer is the reader. The next chapter, the next chapter, the next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
Wake is hiding pages. That's how he knows the cult has the clicker.
Why are you hiding pages from me, Alan?
Wake has a double. Mr. Scratch. Where is he now?
A cloud of wrath wears my face. The dark place in your place. Scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is here. In Washington. He's hunting Wake.
Of course.
Scratch looks just like Wake. Why?
Don't wake up the dreamer if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did. Or vice versa.
Hey, Alan.
Okay, Mr. Wake. I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this. This is our job.
Okay. Here. Now, this is all I have. Be careful with them. Inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew her weapon.
Nice. So that sends us to the trailer then.
Standing inside the trailer at the outskirts of Watery.
We want to do this. Standing inside the trailer at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. Her mind reeled from what the horror story was now claiming about her. Her life, her past, she didn't accept it. She stepped out of the trailer, she needed air, but she wasn't alone. A cultist stared at her from behind a deer mask. She drew her weapon, shouted, ran after him. Okay. And then we have this.
Wake just gave us a lot of information. But this clicker seems like a good place to start. If we find that, then we find the cult.
Nice. Where's the clicker? So we know it's in the trailer. A trailer near Watery, huh? Good place to start. Yep, Wake, the cult of the tree, is in possession of the clicker.
The cult of the tree has the clicker Wake told me about. They're a part of all this.
Wake's clicker in cult possession, somewhere in Watery, trailer significant somehow.
It's all on the page. The clicker, the cult. Okay, I'll head to Watery and find this trailer. Casey, you stay here and keep an eye on Mr. Wake.
Got it.
No, you need me there.
No dice, pal. This is an FBI investigation, and I don't see a badge on that flannel.
From now on, you can switch between Alan and Saga's stories via the bucket in the janitor's break room. Feel free to play in whatever order you choose. So, sorry, Saga. I know you really want to go over to Watery right now. But we're going to switch realities. Okay.
I was back. I wasn't able to escape. A dark presence had stopped me.
Carbon, you're being cute and all. So
I'd
our
seen
boy...
the title page of another manuscript. Return. I didn't remember writing it, but it felt familiar. Important. I had to find it.
Start writing.
I'd write a new draft of initiation to reach Parliament Tower using another murder site. Scratch was reaching out from the dark place to get Alice. She was out, but still in danger.
Let's go.
Well, welcome. Our guest tonight is Alan Wake. This time he wanted to do something.
I was back, and I hadn't forgotten. I knew how this worked now. I could take control, no more surprises.
What demons he wrestles with in the dark hours of the night. Together with our house band, the divine old gods of Asgard, we have created something very special. The song is called Herald of Darkness, but I like to call this next segment the story of the journey of Alan Wake, the musical.
Yes, let's go. It's the musical.
Just what we always do. We'll chat, but instead of talking, we'll sing it.
Alan, it's okay. It's gonna be okay, Alan. Yes, they're gonna sing to us, but you're gonna love it. Okay, so I believe I want this. Probably want my shotgun. And I'll leave 8 shotgun shells here though. Hand flares. Alright, and now I need to do this too because we're gonna do. That quick slotted there. Flashbang. Real quick slot to here. Hand flare. I should have a first aid. Well, I'll be able to heal throughout, probably. Sorry, Carmen. I had to do one more boop. Save. And a quick jazz cheers. It's okay, Alan. Get ready.
What the hell?
From what I've gathered, you grew up nice and sheltered with mama's pretty stories and your own made-up fury. And mama gave me a magic clicker. Well, yes, I think it's true and fair to say.
Let's go!
Early on, my dreams would light up my imagination, and you had nightmares night and day. Yeah, but with the clicker, I chased those frights away. Who knew? So true. So here is a clue of hope to remember. Visions, they come true. Bend the light switch to.
Oh, shit! What'd you think, Alan? What did you think, Alan Wade?
And the award goes to Alan White. Stories of crime and chilling thrillers of hard-boiled killers became bestsellers. It was all too much, I had to get on.